Hey guys, Bill Feggins here at Bill Feggins Academy. We're going to do one more training on this about the differences of typical pre-need selling along with LCBA's pre-need, okay, and how we train here at Bill Feggins Academy to kind of see both perspectives on how we do our training with our agents, here at the office. This is why you do office training or Zooms with us, because we definitely go into the nuts and bolts about the opportunity. So if you are selling pre-need right here, this is a 65-year-old in the state of PA right here. The price could be the same with a competitor, all right? And we see case study number 1, 2, 3, 4, right here, 65-year-old, okay? And we see $5,000 in coverage, which for $87. Of course, if we do 60 months or 5 years, you actually just paid this $5,000 to make any sense. And then if you are paying for 10 years, which is 120 months, you just put $10,440 in here. So it just became a savings account of your money back. The problem is, it's not a true return of premium. It's for the funeral director or the beneficiary. It's not for the actual insured, the actual insured. So that sucks. So why spend $87? I'd rather spend $64, take the difference of the 64 to 87 to $23 and put it into a Transamerica policy right here and make an additional $300. So this is $5,200 of coverage. This could be for legacy, where pre-need is the actual pay for the funeral. So this could have been, that $5,000 could have been a traditional, let's say, cremation. If we would have deal with LCBA at 25% commission, you'd have made $1,250 plus $300 right here. Sounds like a better opportunity for $64, and you made just $1,200, right? For $64, but it stays on the books. Of course, we did a funeral service agreement, so it locks, it sticks. And there's a 2% growth rate to make sure that that policy is staying afloat against the national 1% average of funeral homes going up every single year by 1%, the general price list. And then all of these added benefits on top of it with the LCBA as well. College scholarships and flags and hearing, prescription, bereavement, whole bunch of other perks, okay, that are free for the clients as well. So let's go back, case study number 2, right here for a competitor, $10,000. And most people doing this as a cash cow, came up to 174. Again, 5 years in it, you just put 10,000 into this thing. Another 5 more years, which is 10 years, you just put 20,000. So the price over here with LCBA came to 128 instead of 174. So what's the difference of 174 and 128? $46. Gave the client $11,000 more in coverage. So we locked down the funeral at 10, which could have been a traditional funeral, at 10,000. The agent would have made with LCBA $2,500 plus an additional $500 to give the client an extra $11,000 in coverage. So $10,000 for funeral planning, we locked in the price and froze the price. $11,000 for legacy, that's $20,000, right? For what they would have got if they would have paid $174. The agent made out better, client got extra benefits. They didn't have to get this, but they chose it. Case study number 3, $15,000. Again, $260 with this competitor. Over here would have been $192. We can take the difference of the $192 and the $260, which came up to $68. That's an additional $17,000 in coverage, okay? But the agent would have made at $15,000, $3,750, $3,750, and an additional $800 if they would have used that $68 to put it in some legacy, final expense, right? Sounds pretty good, right? We locked it in at 15 for whatever service it was, possibly a cemetery service with this 15,000 would have been done as well. We're not just writing it just to throw it against the books because clients need it. We don't do that here. The competitors do that, and that leads to chargebacks because they're just looking at, oh, I can get 15% of this or something, okay? And then it rolls up and they got to chase it for 12 months, not like 10 months, like 9 months you get advance and final expense, you have to 10 of them, so it might be able to eat it up. No, it's all the way, it can charge you back for 12 months. So you don't want to teach agents that. You want to do it the right way, and you want to lock it in with what's called a funeral service agreement. That's what makes it sticky. It makes it stick. But again, to do that, you have to get the funeral homes in the network. And why would they not get a network with LCBA? Because of all these added benefits and the prices are better. But let's do a big one. The last case, the case study number 4, 65-year-old, $25,000. This is $434 a month. Whoa. You know that this is just a commission snatch. These clients not going to pay this. Okay, this is ridiculous. They can get the same coverage for $320 with LCBA for $25,000, 10 pack, same thing. With value-added benefits, 2% growth rate. But let's take the difference. At 434 and 320, which came up to 114, that 114, I could put that in a trans, and we got $29,000, $30,000 worth of coverage. So they got the $25,000, $30,000 in coverage, but if you look at it, the agent with LCBA would have made $6,250 plus $1,300 with Transamerica, and everybody would have been writing Medicare too, because we train you how to cross-sell. Okay, so you have residuals here for the trans, and you got your Preneed, you locked it in for the family. And of course, we wrap it around with a will, living will, power of attorney. That's funeral planning. You don't need a designation to do all of this. You don't have to pay all these monthly fees. We're not cash apping people to get on Zooms or anything like that. You're not children. It's business. I mean, we're teaching people here properly how to write funeral planning, okay? And work with a company like LCBA. So the math is mathing here, okay? We also have a digital registry coming on board. Like I said, it's going to be like the emoji with the head blown off. That's what's about to happen when the registry comes out, because we can use that at funeral homes and churches. And this whole program can be used at a church to collect leads. So come on, follow me, get up, follow me. Let me show you the lead table over here. And if you guys can put together a quick table at a church, you know, or some type of vending or high-rise building, you could do the same setup right here. Collect the data, collect these lead cards right here. See, a good person leaves inheritance to his children. Fill out a lead card. You could do everything we just saw on that whiteboard back there. The same exact thing for any client. Okay, and these churches usually will work with certain funeral homes. We can get them inside the network, lock them in, and we can set up their pre-need for them. Also, there's a church tithing program that goes along with this, so we can give something back to the church. Okay, we also have booklets to fill out too that does the whole funeral planning for them. Looks great. Okay, vitals and statistics, everything else that you're looking for. We have all those tools too. We also have free premiums to give away, like umbrellas and stuff like that too, or bags, pins. These are great LCBA bags you guys can give away, you know, as well. You know, what client wouldn't want to fill this out with a raffle ticket for a TV? Okay, and we're getting all that information for them. All right, so remember, we can assure anyone from 0 to 100. We teach you how to do pre-need here. We have many videos out there that you can watch, you know, but the point is to get warm leads, to see these clients one-on-one. Okay, ask them, hey, if you were to transition, what type of service would you want? Cremation or traditional? We call the funeral home up, we get a price range, we quote them based off of that. You see the prices back there? They're basically 30% or more cheaper than the average pre-need policy that's out there, with a great growth rate, interest rate. So it's a win for everyone, for the family. It's a win for the church. It's a win for the community. It's a win for the funeral home. And it's also a win for that beneficiary, because they got a service done and they don't have to have any fights. That's it, Bill Feggins Academy. See you at the next episode.